Okay, I think I'm live. You know what? Maybe it's just me thinking that it used to be different, but wasn't it like so in the back in the days that you could situate your table before you went live on YouTube? Either way, I just hate that I have to sit and do all the adjustments live. So, yeah, here we go. My table is a little bit slanted and the camera is attached slanted, so hopefully you won't get like super dizzy. Yeah, I got a mess right here on my table. A lot of product out. As you can see right here, I grabbed my gelatos and my woodies, which are like water soluble pencils, you could say. I also have my ink tins with me. I store them, all 72 pencils, in this jar right here. I got water, and then I also have, if I can turn you guys back here, down here somewhere, yeah, I got a water soluble, what is it called, a water brush, just a water brush. I haven't used it yet, so I thought that I would like break it in today. So I also got some woodless pencils in case I need like an extra thin sketch line or something. And the reason why I got so much item on my table today is because I really don't know for sure what I'm gonna need and what I'm gonna, create. Because I am going to make something inspired on Willowing's page. Let me just get the picture up. I simply just took a picture with my phone. I hope you are able to see this. It's from Tamara Laporte. She's a YouTuber and her name is Willowing here on YouTube. I think most of you guys know who she is. Hi, Rhonda. Welcome to my channel. Yay. Thank you. Today I'm going to make a mess. And the reason is because I saw this beautiful, I think she called it an abstract expressive face. That's actually, how she named this style. It caught my eye and I was just like, oh my god, I have to try something similar. What I love about this is that it's got something untamed about it, some wildness. Will it focus? Look how wild it is, how untamed, how kind of unfinished some of the parts are. Half of the face is not really finished. I mean, you miss the pupil in the eye, the forehead, and I think this is like a painting of some sort of a warrior. She looks like she's got feathers in her hair. Like, I don't know. It just got a this very special vibe over it of something crazy and wild. So I thought that, oh my god, I need to try and make such an expressive face. Hi, Devon. Oh, you are at work. Oh, Devon, thanks for the beautiful gelato. No, not gelato. Jelly print with balloon upload you made today. It looks really inspiring. And it also made me think about, hmm, not a bad idea to make die cuts out of jelly printed shapes. Such a cool one. Have fun at work, Devon. I hope the day go by swift. Hey, hi Janet. Cheese, Janet. Thanks for coming to my stream. I didn't really think that anybody would show up because Tim Holtz is live right now with his alcohol inks. Um, okay, but today I just want to make a willowing inspired face to give myself a break with all this cowboy thing. I did try and make in oil pastel this cowboy, and I made footage for this to upload on YouTube, and that's actually what crashed my computer totally because I ran out of memory space doing a long recorded session with this one. It's made with oil pastels, and then it just screwed up my my recorded. It's like it saves a large portion of the file and then it crashes and then the whole file is lost. I mean, it was really frustrating. I also try and make. these cowboys sit on an actual horse. So I've been practicing painting a horse. It's still, it's not there yet. You know what I mean? Like, I'm very cautious here. I could go in with stronger dark values, I think, in my own opinion. And I struggle with how to put in the hair, and so it's still not there yet. But what I need to do is to make a face or the head of the horse and then picture a cowboy sitting here. So, I somehow need to combine, mount a cowboy on a damn horse. So, but today I wanted to break in all this cowboy thing. Hi, Kathy Arbor. Hi. Welcome to my stream. Let's see. Cheese bag at ya. Yay. Oh, oil pastels. Yeah, I broke out the is it called Munkyo Gallery? And then I just store them really chaotically in this tray. And I totally regret that because they are getting contaminated. They bunk up against each other. So they pick up residue from all the sticks. So I kind of regret this kind of solution. I should have kept the packaging and then just taking the time after a session and put them into each slot that they were arrived in, because this is really like messy. But today I'm thinking about making a crazy, I think Willowing called it an expressive abstract face. And I can see that she's got like a ton of art supply going on the page. And I want to do the same, but my twerk is that I want to lay down a lot of color and then push it back with gesso and then go on top of that constantly. So I'll just warn you guys, this is going to be a messy one, but hopefully I will end up with a very expressive, strong face. So, yeah, my creative vibes. Is it the cowboy? so, so I just really think that I should start. The easiest things for me is to just start with a face that's looking straight at you. For some reason, I think I can keep myself in control by going over this with the gesso a ton of time and then keep the general idea in my head of what I am putting down on the paper. I think I should have like really messy sketch lines to begin with and then not give a damn about proportion or, unfinished areas in the face, and then just trust myself that it will arrive in one of the layers. So here where I got like really I'm not good at doing the mouth area. Oh, it's just blanked out. Maybe I should do it like stronger. Let's pick up this one. Now I'm sitting here thinking whether I want her to look gentle. I think I should want her to look a little bit pissed, like confident, not like angry pissed, but I don't think that I should make her look like she's smiling. So maybe I should just go easy on that mouth line. Something like this, right? Okay, and here comes the crazy part. I do know that I want some sort of eyebrow. So we'll just make them straight, just for the fun of it. Okay, now comes the crazy part. Because you see, I want line work. I want like things going like a little bit crazy. Oh, yeah. Orange. Orange. We need some orange. I like it. Can you see how I got like I got color down. I got tones down. So now it's easier for me to work on it because now I got some sort of color. So let's see if we can start shaping some of this. I do like the way that she had like black down here, like not a beard, but it was like how to negative carve out the face. Maybe to balance it out, I would need some black lines over here. Let's do some water soluble gelatos because it's always fun to see how they react if I go over it with moist gesso. Let's see. Hi Mary Berry, Miss Mary Berry. Welcome to my stream. You gotta find your art supplies. Yeah, for sure. Like this is the day to do a mess. Like this is to I can just feel it that I'm so sick and tired of these uptight drawings where I want to draw a specific thing with that cowboy thing that I got going on. I'm aiming for something where I need a very certain result. So I have to free myself up with something, like a little bit crazy. Yeah, kind of letting go. Okay, maybe I should have some turquoise down. What about this ice blue right here? Okay, now I want to push this back with some gesso and then see what I get. Oh, damn lids. And immediately the gelatos are picking up the white gesso, and you're gonna pigments or color in your gesso. So I think I'm gonna do twirling to get like some sort of blend out, but not a complete blend out. That's a good start. Okay, I just got an idea. I want to brayer over this, see what I get. Yeah, this was such a good call. I can see, I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but now I got more like a splotchy. It's gonna have that build up layering look because it's down in streaks and not splotched. Can I lay this here? I think so. Maybe I should take a sheet to lay my stuff on so I don't mess up my table. This is also the time to scrape back. I want that line work, that. Yeah, I think this is going to be my method. Like one coat of color, gesso, roll it, scrape off. And then like rinse and repeat, and see what we're gonna get. So I think I should even though it's quite early in the session, I should totally dry this. So I start on a dry page. So close your ears. I'm gonna use the heat gun. Okay, it's not like thoroughly, but it's enough for the next coat. No, you can see it's still not there. Okay, I'm gonna grab the Inktense pencils. They look like this. Let's look for a eye color. You could go blue, yes, but that's so generic, you know. So let's try and make purple eyes. See how that is gonna look really creepy. So let's pick some color, and I'm using Inktense because I know it's like a dye, so it's not gonna remove itself when it gets wet and dried up. So it's sort of gonna stay where I lay it down, which is nice because we're talking about eyes, right? So let me just get that wet, get it dried so it's like married to the paper. This is a new paintbrush, water water paintbrush, and it's because I'm a little bit chicken when it comes to ink tints. I don't like to use my real brushes, watercolor brushes for that, because I'm afraid that I don't know, dye the hair of the bristles. I don't know why. So I just thought that I wouldn't be sad if I messed and ruined up a water brush compared to how sad I would be if I messed up, you know, a natural hair brush or something. Because, you have to know yourself. And if you are in a very creative, like, zone and you're just grabbing for things because you want it to work, I can tend to just not look at what I'm grabbing at because I just now want that brush, you know what I mean? So I often make some really weird mistakes when I am, just playing. I want to get that nose down. I'm thinking about making a really expressive nose. Um, I could do that by totally coloring the whole nose tip in a crazy color. That could be actually fun. Let me just dry this so I'm sure that it stays put. Oops. Okay, we got, what do we have over here? Hmm. Should we go for something with blue? That might be nice up here. Because we do want her to be a little bit not pissed, but have this strong expression. I actually think that I want to give her this more like a reddish nose, just like Willowing chose. She chose a lot of red colors for her nose. Maybe some of this really dark red here. could be calling for something pinkish. Okay, let's mush this up and see what we get, right? And then simply with my fingers, I am just trying to mess out the color. So all the residue from my fingers is from the dip in the nose. Here we could have some, maybe some of this flesh tone to start with. Maybe even go crazy like with a yellow here. Should I now decide what to have her? Like, I want her to have some sort of something that looks like a thing that Willowing would do, like a flower or a feather. Um, she's always got these Centangle specific items, and I want to stay out of those because this is my piece, right? So I'm thinking, what should I do up here? Maybe I should go for something that looks like some sort of a feather to start with. That's not bad. We should pick like a bluish color. So instead of hair, I would have her to have like something that looks a little bit like a feather here. And it just put some beginning colors on it. It doesn't have to be those colors that they end up with. I just want something that's got some sort of a punch. Maybe a gelato actually. What do we have? I don't want to do that. Maybe this one. This is like a crazy green right here. Yeah, so far this is going to become a feather, but it's not a feather yet. Okay, let's push it back with gesso. Are you ready? A large floral. Yeah, that's totally her style. Um, but I do want to try and make it a little bit of my own, you know. So I think I should like as much as I can stay out of her houses, her the way that she's doodling. And you might think like, oh no, now I'm destroying it, but I don't think that I will destroy it. I think when you layer it up, hopefully it will get like filled up. Let's give it a roll here. And like we agreed, some spatula. Yeah, I like it. Maybe I should try and get the paper close to the camera because I think that I might be the one who can see the different marks. Is this better? Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep the camera like here. Oh, thank you guys for being so busy with the mod business right there. Who I got Rhonda as a mod, and then Kathy Arbor, and let's see, should I ask another person? Janet would. Oh, okay, let's relieve Janet from mod duty from this channel because she's a mod almost everywhere she goes. Miss Mary Berry, would you mind being a mod for me? Let's see. Pope Edward. Oh my God, Pope Edward. Remember, I had like was it a naked Jesus or what was it? I had something religious as a what's it called, a troll once. Let's see. I'm just gonna make Mary Berry a mod. Oh, thank you very much. Let's see. Yay! Oh my goodness. I'm blocking and reporting then, even if I'm oh, you want to be a mod? Okay, I can put you in, but hey, you guys, don't feel that you have to like stay on patrol on this stream. I'm just gonna remove it afterwards. So just do what you have to do and hang out and leave and make coffee. Don't feel like you are like glued to this stream. I think I should dry this up so that I won't get it like 100% dry, but at least some sort of drying time is involved. So hang on. Not quite dry. Where I use the spatula, I get a glossy sheen. Does it show up on the camera? I don't think so. I actually get a glossy sheen when I use the spatula on top of the oil pastel. I kind of like that because it gives it like a different texture next to the rest of it. Okay, so now let's work even more with those eyes. Let's see what we have here. Maybe some purple in here. And of course, what do they call it? Like a ugly stage. Everything you make is going in transitioning in different stages. So never be afraid to get that really messy stage because hey, white gesso, right? Best friend in a project like this, I think. I want to have like a very light approach to the face because I can always make it darker. So that's why I'm going in with these really light colors on the face instead of going in with the like when I'm making watercolors, I like to get the dark areas down first so I can kind of feel how I shifted gear with this one, going in with the light first and then hoping to get a lot of dark down later on. But I definitely do like this kind of black outlining around the neck area. That was like really likable. A big fan of that dark contrast you get. something red. Can you guys feel it like up here or down here maybe? Oh, let's see. It seems to slow down for a bit just when you think they're gone. Bam, come back. Yeah, and then they come back in a tribe, right? Like 5 in a row, like bang, bang, bang. It's so annoying. I want to get in a hint of the pupils just to have her stare back at me so that I kind of get to know her a little bit. But kind of also blurred out. We see her, right? She's there. Right now, she's bitching a little bit about her nose. She's like, what's up with my nose? Why does it have to be this misshaped? So let's try and shape it up a bit. Okay, let's roll her up with some gesso. I just plumped my brush into a jar of water, so it's kind of wet when I come in. And I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing. But we'll see. Should go over here, maybe like this. Now I think it's going to be like a real mess because I forgot that I have like black gelato down here. But let's see what happens when I roll it up on the face. Yeah, I knew that it's gonna get messy. That's okay. We can work our way in and out of it. Oh, it is so cool. Can you see how it's getting that painterly, dusty, hazy look right now? And I really enjoyed that flat, shiny nose that she had before. So I'm simply gonna scrape it back out while it's still some sort of wet. I also think that I should scrape back some of the shadows from the eyebrows. And of course I got my feather up here. I must not forget. That's my feather, right? I had some line work here. This needs to work. They need to be a color here, I can see. Oh, let's see. You like the feather? Okay. Okay, now I got this like pushed back. And I think it needs like a thorough dry now because I can see that I'm still picking up from last throwdown. So now I'm gonna be annoying you guys with the heat gun. So cover your ears. okay, I still retain that shiny look right there at the nose. I wonder how it arrived. Because I want a shiny spot here, and I want three shiny spots. So now I'm thinking like a beast. Like, what did I do to get that? So I'm chasing it. And what color should we go for down here to chase with? How about maybe a turquoise right here? And then, oh, I'm thinking strong. I got too much purple going on. It's spinning in my head what to pick. Maybe actually just some sort of neutral white here. And let me try and mush it down with the spatula. Just gonna, oh my god, I got like coffee and everything. Let me grab some matte medium to coat it because I want another shine. I cannot have like one shiny spot. That's too little. It's gonna confuse me. Okay, clear gesso. Let me try and give it like a gluish surface with the clear gesso. Dry it up, and then hopefully it will make like a seal so that when I come back and scrape, it will still appear shiny, like a membrane, you know. So next time that I lay something, I am taking back, I am wiping directly off the clear gesso, if it makes any sense. But I'm thinking like it's a transparent barrier right now. So if I could dry it down thoroughly, I would have given myself a stop point for when I add new paint on it and scrape it off. It will remain that glossy. So let's test it out and see if it works. I'm gonna give it a thorough heat. Okay. The thing is, the oil pastel gets a little bit heated up with the heat gun. So I think I obtained the shine by mushing it while it was hot. No, now I'm ripping up the paper. Maybe I should just let this area cool down and then work on top of that later. But oh my god, it looks so cool the way it just peeled up. Holy crap. I'm gonna go back to this thingy with the gesso and then deliberately ruin my paper because holy crap, I love this area right here. Will it show up on camera even? Nope. Okay, in person, what I see is a secondary texture emerging. Like I did a lot of impasto work. I freaking love this, just that little segment right there. Okay, we learn something new every day. We'll see. It looks like a painting found in a pyramid. Oh yeah, it could be because it's emerging. I'm gonna make it emerge even further by pushing up the dark value here. Let's do that while we speak, right? Thank you. The portrait reminds me of some Flemish portraits I've seen at New York Met Museum European collection. Oh, thank you. I'm like really honored being compared to like real artists. But I think that what I was going for was this wild abstract where you got some, where you're like really letting yourself loose, because I've been so freaking uptight with those cowboys, and especially the horse. Oh my god. It was like I don't know. It's just every muscle in my hands were feeling tense because I wanted. I started the horse painting. The painting I'm talking about. Should I even grab it with these fingers? I'm talking about this watercolor horse right here. And I started out with a really, really good start. So the rest of the painting session was about not mucking it up. And that's like the worst I feel I can do to myself, because I think I work the best when I'm repairing errors, where I'm getting close to what I want, then do a mistake, and then spend the rest of the time fixing it. So the opposite happens with the watercolor horse, where I really kind of feel that I nailed it on the first go, but knew that I had to have like at least three or four more glazes to get the values more like pronounced. So I was like, oh no, now I have to, not mess it up for so long. So I got really tensed by making that. So I just want to feel like getting an outlet. Now I should work about the embellishments. I could like do a little bit more on the eye part right here, but I really should concentrate about how am I going to work in the embellish, because that's an important add-on to this. That's what's gonna tell us whether she's a warrior or not, right? So let me think. Is she like so much of warrior that she actually would have like metal hardware, maybe? Should we? I'm gonna give her something like a metal hardware thingy up here. Something that has like a, for instance, like a triangle approach to it, just to get in some human shapes. Oh, I'm thinking man-made shape like that. And then I still have that feather impression of a feather going on here. I should color this in something else. Hmm, what should it be? I got so much purple, and the opposite is yellow, and I also got a lot of yellow down. So I think I would go for orange, because some of the feather is showing off blue. So the complementary to the blue is that orange dot right there. If it makes any sense. Okay, let's work more on the eyes. They cannot just stay like that. I want something to kind of shadow them in so they get a little bit more 3D. Maybe a dark. Doo-doo. I've got to go dark green. I have not used dark green yet. How could I not? It's such a beautiful dark green I got here. Okay, where do I have like light? Could it be from up here? Because then I would need some dark green to show the light source, right? I took too much green on the nose. I can just scrape it off. Yeah, perfect with the green because that's the opposite complementary to the red nose we got. Sometimes luck is a lady, right? Now I'm simply just working in some contrast. It is so important to have these dark areas on your things to make things kind of pop. Okay, now I am browsing really hard on that up here. That looks kind of cool with the sort of highlights. Okay, let's give it a coat with gesso and then see what happens. And if there's some colors that I want to bring out more, I think I should consider that that should be like a last sort of layer, because now I am getting really close to, you know, that spot where you need to leave it and take a cup of coffee and then come back before you lose your chain of thought. I am super sparingly with the strokes. Part of a crown. Oh, that could be awesome. Because right now it could be like, it can go a lot of ways. It can be a warrior, or it can be like a princess, an ancient queen princess. So it can actually take a lot of turns. Yep, and then scraping. Because as I told you guys, I want that lip right there. I want to be like really gentle with the chin because I so love that chin area. Let me get back some of that feather. The shape of the triangles. The dark contrast. Maybe a little bit more up here with the eyebrows up here. I had some dark spot right there. Yeah, I think that was the last coat of gesso. Now is that embellishing, you know, where you need to be subtle with your applications and then kind of not so crazy wild, and then go in and what I would call like the fixing state, where you had an idea and then now you have to, like you're playing with Play-Doh, you have to model it back out. So I think that's a good way to describe what I'm thinking about. So let's try and clean up the tools a little bit. I'm not sure about the background. I think it stands like it's supposed to be on a white substrate, But I could actually go in and mess a little bit with this white area down here. So let's try and mess a little bit with this while this is kind of drying up. And the easiest way to do it is with gelatos. What do we have of fun stuff? I got this, what's it called? Iced coffee. Perfect, right? I just want to tint it a little bit so I don't leave it so white. I have like a moist baby wipe, so I'm thinking about making it a little bit more dirty down here. The reason why I like to do that is because I think this is a continuation of her body, so her face is not just hovering in this empty space where everything is going on at the center. So right now, because I view it like I do, I see a shoulder here and a slanted shoulder here. So I kind of would like to not sculpture it totally out, but leave it out to imagination. So hopefully the viewer will see that slant and work on it in the brain without me having to show it completely. So I'm looking for the best color to do that. I could make a suggestion of a highlight right here of where I think that slanted shoulder is. And simply just leaving it like that. Maybe something right here. You know, you got these bones in your shoulders. So if I make something something dark right here, and carry it a little bit darker here. Let's try with this iced coffee gold thing. Yeah, I like it. Not completely sketched out, but now at least she's not hoovering. Oops. I almost tipped over my fat jar of water. Now at least she's not like hoovering in the thin air. So I kind of got her grounded. And it's so easy with this style where you have the light coming from here. So it can just be like you can commit murder down here as long as it's in dark values, right? Okay, let's see. You love it. Oh, thank you. It needs the glowing parts. It needs some work with, I think, yellow to glow it up. Right now, I'm just resting it, and then I am cleaning up on my desk so that I don't get stressed over having an open jar of gesso, you know. So I'm basically just, cleaning up a little bit. Let me hit it with the heat gun so I think I can prepare myself for the next layer. Okay, the paper has really taken a beating. I mean, it's moist. It should be more cooled down. So I'm just gonna let it rest a little bit. I am amazed when you experiment. It's always great looking. You think so? I think at some point you need to let go of something that was likable. This has taken at least four phases or stages that I really liked, but I just kept throwing on it. So back in the days, I stopped too early because I liked it. And then I left the drawing with this unfinished feeling in my body of, playtime is always it's already over. I want to have more fun. It's like really having fun, and then I had to stop because I liked what I saw. So I'm getting more brave, thinking that what she's going to be having a flash her 5 minutes of fame right now today, and then when I close the book, I don't think that I'm gonna look at her again. So I might as well get past that feeling of having to stop. I like things and then work on them some more. The paper is now not feeling any temperature when I touch it, like a cold damp, and the surface seems somewhat dry. So now I'm confident going on top of it, but I really would like a light hand because now I'm in danger of peeling up things, you know, scratching up things. So what I want now is fresh strokes that I don't mess with my finger like this. I want those fresh strokes, and they have to be of clean color. So it's important that I take a baby wipe or a piece of paper would actually be the best, and then clean my pastel. I sort of got some favorite spots to put in color, and I'm not sure that I can think while talk and think at the same time. This is like really sporadic. My plan is definitely to go on top of this with some sort of white. Let me just demonstrate. Let me find a clean white oil pastel. Clean it off, and then you can use this as some sort of a blender instead of a finger. And what happened when I do like this is that I feel I get more of a clean, fresh application compared to if I had went in with some sort of a blender tool, like my finger. I'm really bad at wanting to use my finger, but I also want the marks of a original mark of an art supply, so it doesn't remind me that I just went in with my really messy fingers. I need some sort of highlight on her chin. um I don't want just white. um should we? Yeah, let's go with some fresh turquoise. I need to peel this one off. Ugh. Yeah, look. Is there anything better than a fresh, not disturbed cut edge? Where else could I use it? Like on the tip of her eyebrow, maybe? Maybe on the cubic bow. And then I would like some sort of indent. I need a dark color to go in and separating the lips. I'm gonna lay that one here because that was so nice with that fresh angle. I'm gonna give myself another fresh angle right here. And then I think that I will utilize this up here in the eyes. Okay, ton of work to do with the eyes. Let's bring them back out. I love that hazy look. So let's go in. Her eye colors are really strange. It's like two different colors. I'm gonna leave it like that. But I think this one needs something a little bit darker. That could be like a really dark red. This is the darkest that I got in the box. And then squeezed back with something like could it be this one? No, too light. How about I need just a color to push that back with. How about actually this kind of greenish and then go on top of that, putting in back the black. Yeah, I really like the way that she's shaping her expression over here. Where did I put the white? Oh my god, I got this tiny stump of white left. This eye over here got this very sad expression, and for some reason I kind of like it. It's looking, I don't know, like defeated, but yet not out of the strength to push back. So I really like that expression she's got there. Not sure it's necessary to do a lot about these eyebrows, but I definitely need to do something about this shadow over here. Like I'm gonna do something I might regret. Hang on. I'm gonna take some of this gold right here. I might regret this, but I need a complete shadow going like this. And then because that's so pronounced, I need it to be pronounced under the elements in her head. I'm sorry for not talking so much with people in chat. I am totally some sort in the zone right now, you could say. I need this to show that it's like the eyelid is coming out of her skull. Or the, yeah, you know what I mean. Like, can you just see how that's it? It just needed it. Okay, I need to bring it in some super bright colors to make this kind of pop. So now I am thinking what would be smartest to do. The smart thing was to pick an area, gesso it white, so I get like a clean pop. So I'm gonna clean my hands and then I'm gonna think about where to pick an area to gesso in with white and place like what I would call like a clean color, because I think my eyes need a clean, non-contaminated color to rest on 2 or 3 areas on this, and it doesn't have to make sense. It could be on the feather or down here or just one spot with a clean color. um let's see, the minute I don't want to muck it up, I muck it up. Me too. So, let's see. um yeah, I think I am caught up in chat, and looks like, knock on woods, that the mods bots kind of left us. Okay, back to the gesso. Gesso is a girl's best friend in this kind of page spread. Tiny brush. How about this one? Okay. I definitely want something really bright right here, like clean color here. It may take a couple of layer of this gesso before it completely covers. I will try and make like a soft transition just by using my fingers. It would also suit her to have like right here a super fresh color right there, right? Of course, who can deny like a highlight here? How about, I may even leave some of this white gesso in on some areas. She's got super narrow lips. I think I need to go in and work more with her lips. I'm gonna stay out of the eyes because I think they are. I don't even mind that one is bigger than the other. So a clean color here. Now I'm simply just adding in some white, but I need to think about where to put that super bright. Right here could be nice with a bright color. I could actually have a feather down here. Oh boy. Doesn't have to be the whole feather, just the start of it, like there. And what do you guys say about having some white back over here? Just to lighten it up a little bit. Also on the forehead here. Yeah. Let me hit this area with a heat gun because I'm gonna keep putting gesso on this until I get it white. You know what? I'm gonna get some white acrylic paint. I think I'm gonna take the Sennelier. It's totally opaque compared to the gesso. So hang on. It's from the abstract. Oh, shit. Oh. I always need pliers to open these. Yeah, here we go, baby. Here we go. You know what? I don't even mind that I get like dry brushed strokes because I think the dry brushed acrylic kind of adds to everything. It's also nice to build on top of that dry brush because it's got this crumbled texture to it. I may not keep all the areas that white. I may push it back. I just want something to be sort of clean in all the, all the mess. I actually like the acrylic highlight better than the oil pastel highlight. This is like super subtle, I know. There's something. Well, there was over here, right? Yeah, let's get that super thick application right here for the feather. Ooh, it's likable that it's so fat and thick. Let's get the tip of this star up here also. And this could also need like really some white. And maybe the tip of this one. Yeah. let's let's let that dry. I'm gonna hit it with a heat gun to be sure that it's completely dry. I'm laughing. Oh man, Cass, you bought clay? You're gonna sculpture? Is it like that sculpture clay that Blackbean was working on? Because I saw his upload where he used this sculpture clay and it actually looked doable and it did not look like you need to burn it somehow in a in a hot oven or something, that it just dried out during the night or something. I need to work on these lips right here. I wonder if I could go in with a light one on the bottom lip and then a little bit darker on the lip above. Just a moment. I still want her to have like feminine features, so I'm giving her like this colorful not like lipstick, but you know what I mean, like it's not like this. Yeah. And maybe some of the lip color up here just to, I don't know, just so that it's kind of fits together. Whoops, dirty finger. More mauve here. I need some sort of mauve up here also. Maybe to round her off here. Hmm. There's something unattractive about her face because of the background. Can you see how I got this line going straight up? Not attractive. So we have to push the background in a color, and I think I will do that with, let's try out like really gentle with this one. I still don't like that it seems like her head is going like straight up. So I think to overcome that, I'm gonna make some white. That's a little bit better from where I'm sitting. Now I remove that straight line. So, and I really like that she's got that kind of glowing. So back with the, oh, I'm sorry, I got my paper hanging on my arm of the camera. Remember to wipe off your pastels to get that clean, clean, clean. What I'm doing is that I'm going on top of some of the white acrylic and hopefully praying to get those really fresh colors out. It should be like red, 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 red. Oh man, I am such a sucker for red. And I often regret using the red afterwards when I'm done. I think that it was too much. I like that it's just bam, it's right there. I want to give her fuller lips without ruining the kind of smirk that I got on her. But I definitely need to work in some sort of fuller lips. And I'll push back that the darkish. Instead of using black, I'm using this dark sepia, but I got a little bit of black down first so I can smear it into the sepia and remove that completely dark black line. Yeah, I like a smirk. This eye is hanging. It's like it's hanging a little bit. So I wonder if I can go in and fix it. I think I need a darker shadow underneath her eyelashes because I don't want to put in eyelashes. So this is indecision, a darker tone, dark gray, dark Prussian blue maybe. Okay, let's try with this kind of a Prussian bluish. Yeah, I totally like this eye now. It's not hanging in any longer, but I'm in doubt whether they're looking at the same direction. Feels like this one is looking direct at me and she's looking this way. So to figure out what's wrong, I'm gonna gently remove some of the highlight until I am satisfied with where she's actually looking, and maybe bring in some bright. Maybe I can actually scrape that off. Yeah, I got a curve. Now I feel, but I'm not quite sure. I feel she's more looking at the same direction with both eyes, which can be a plus, you know. Let's see. It brings your eye from one corner to the bottom corner. Now this, like that way, or yeah, this bright up here. I could use like a contra highlight right here to make your eyes kind of stop, you know. Like I can erase it if I don't like it. Let's see, where would level neck, like here. Imagine if you had like something really bright right there. Then then you would have that relaxed line. So, and because it's in the dark, I'm not fond of using a white. I would rather just use a yellow or something. So now we got like, and then to complete it, because I'm anal, I don't know why, I want the same green yellow on the nose tip because that's what I used there, just to be anal. Yep, I'm pretty close to liking it as some sort of finished, but I need to do something with this arrow up here, or the feather it's called. So the question is what color to bring up there. Of course, we're thinking yellow, right? But maybe I should think this turquoise instead. And I need to mush it in with some orange. Clean fingers. Cover all the white. Come out with a feather somehow. That's some sort of a feather. Maybe I need something dark in the spine of the feather. So instead of putting it in. I will see if I can first scrape it out. Oil pastels are so forgiving medium. I mean, you can take on, you can take off. And once you take off, you get like a whole new texture. I think I should work with sepia and black. So like I did before, take some black and then transport it with the sepia to avoid getting that super dark line work. And then broken lines. So it's not like one complete. Here, I can have like a really bright. It should be pink. Can you feel it? Let's try the hot pink. See if that's the right one. This one? Yeah. Maybe transitioned with something that goes into that kind of lavender. So now we got like all three of them. Yeah, like it. I would say that she's kind of finished. Let's see if I can remove all my stuff and then get some footage. Okay. Okay, this is the top of her head where we got that oomph color because we laid down the white gesso. And then I got two different colors in her eyes. And then I got that turquoise highlight on her chin that's really likable. It needs to be finished off. Can you see how it's lacking? Maybe here actually. Not much, just a little bit. Of course, we can discuss whether we need highlights on the lips. I would like them to be fat strokes of deposit stick like this. So let's get like really like a little bit messier look, like the lips better now. And then her left chin is just erased with the background, really likable, like really marrying her to the paper. And then that highlight right there is also in a way worth mentioning. I don't know what to say. And now you saw it. Okay, you can use black color pencil for the fine lines. Oh yeah, yes. With this, okay, I need to show it. This guy here is made with oil pastels also, where I used a lot of scraping to get the undertones and the look at his neck here. That's also a lot of striations and stuff. So yeah, I kind of like that method a lot. Also with the hair strands, just take them back. And then what I used for that was not the spatula because it wasn't laying good in my hand. I actually just took a really sharp black pencil. So just with the tip of the black pencil, I kind of scraped off the oil pastel. And instead of in a lot of areas here, I used like a white pencil. So in a lot of areas, it kind of deposit a faint, tiny stroke, and sometimes not, just scraping off the pastel. So and it's very likable this area because I was struggling making this look like leather, but after pushing it back and forth, like really getting stubborn, I managed to get that leathery oil jacket skin look down here. So yeah, but that was a pita, and that's what I'm talking about when you're sitting and struggling with things and you need to do something wild and crazy like this. So, so but thank you guys for hanging out on my desk this Saturday. It's nighttime here in Denmark, so this was a good ending to Saturday. And thanks for showing up. Sorry for not being so involved in chat, but I had to kind of surrender to the page today because I was like working just off the top of my head. So, yep. Um, before I leave, I want to show that I participated in Paint Along on Kathy Arbor. She has streamed two very, very likable streams this week, so I couldn't resist. One of them was this seagull. I freaking love seagulls. I mean, they're like such awesome animals. And what caught my eye on her reference photo was that transparent tail part. So just looking at that square right there at the tail of the bird, I was like, I gotta make it. So this was made while she was streaming, and then before I watched her live stream, I watched her recorded of this watercolor foggy forest. And what I really loved was when she added in the snow. It looks just like, oh, I gotta try it. So while Colleen and Kathy Burke was streaming, I was having fun with just this one, where it's a watercolor in this crazy ass Rangers uh, book that got this really weird paper. So I just want to say that don't make this watercolor on this paper, because unless you got some watercolor ground or something to coat the page with, it's a little bit hard to work on this paper for some reason. I don't know. You deposit a lot of pigment and then it soaks in and then it just disappears. So you feel that you're just coating and coating and coating with pigments and it just disappears. So yeah, that was a little bit a mess. So yeah, thank you, Joey. I'm sorry, I called you Joy. But thank you all guys for showing up. I wish you a really awesome weekend. We are having like frosty, cold weather, so I've been inside the house the whole day. I was supposed to go down and shop, but yeah, I'm gonna leave that till tomorrow. So this is one of these naughty days where I didn't do any chores at all. But isn't it funny how when you're having such a day off, you just feel inspired to play even better in your creative space, because it's like you're not allowed to spend so much time in there. So this has actually, in hindsight, been an awesome day. So thank you all, and I wish you a nice weekend. I'm gonna end the stream now. Bye bye.